First, I would like to respect everyone and respect most venerable Master Thích Giác Pháp. Namo Sakaya Muni Buddha, and respect all my Mahasangha brother and sister, and Charlie's and all my friends there. So a lot of people watching, and must apologize for some of my doctors. They in surgeries and they working night shift, so they follow us and they can learning afterwards whenever they have the time. So thank you so much for the doctor to join, and one of my nuns, and she kind of have the retreat time also, so she excuse for the screen, excuse for the video watching. So I would like to appreciate all everybody here with us for Monday and Tuesday for Building International Buddhist Institutes for Dhamma spreading. Today come back with Bhante Silananda. So today he's sharing the right living, right livelihood from the Eightfold Path. So continue to study is very good and very valuable for all the people out there, for all my friends, I think especially for our Mahasangha. We just review our life every day for learning and sharing to the people. So let's start right now and continue your lesson, Bhante Silananda. Thank you so much for your time. You're very busy for your PhD right now, but you still make time for us. I very appreciate it. Thank you, and stay happy, healthy. Enjoy your time now, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Suko, and very good morning to everyone, and also the very good evening for everyone. And before going to begin the lectures, let us respect the triple J's. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo buddhaya, namo dhammaya, namo sanghaya.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So, dear Dr. Supo and Venerable Mahasangha, and especially most venerable come from Vietnam, and also my dear friends in the Dham. So let me share today my lectures for the basic doctrine of Buddhism.
Hôm nay á, là Bhante Silananda chia sẻ về cái cách sống làm sao mà chân chính và làm ăn chân thật. Đó là gọi là right living. Đó là cái bài ngày hôm nay với chủ đề là sống chân chính, làm ăn chân chính, mình sống phải thật thà. Đó là cái bài chia sẻ mở đầu ngày hôm nay trong cái bát chánh đạo mà chúng ta đã học về Đức Phật đã để lại cho chúng ta. A Di Đà Phật.
So my dear friends, today topic is right living, a good life, and living right. So if you are living rightly, you are having a good life. If you are having a good life, you should have the right living. So these are the themes for the today topics about the right living, Samma Ajiva. So today contains introduction, definition, two components of living, wrong living, right living, and conclusion. Very simply, it is very simply contents, but we are going to talk about very deep regarding this topic. For introduction, right living. is the fifth component of the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism. It emphasizes the significance of ethical principle and morally upright means of earning a living. So the right livelihood make you into the ethical living and also the moral living. So for Buddhist, life is an interconnected web of cause and effect. So the our life, it is a result of the cause and effect. And one's professions should not cause harm to oneself or others. So our meaning of the life is our meaning of the profession, whether you are monk, whether you are layperson, or whether you are teacher, whether you are a businessman, whether you are any of professions. You are not uh, you are not able to harm for everyone within your profession. It is not only for others but also the ourselves. We should not harm by ourselves, and also we should not harm for others. This aspect of the path acknowledges that how we make a living greatly impacts our personal and spiritual development. So then this acknowledge to us how living greatly in this very life, in personality and also the socially, and also the how can it uh, like take support, how we can uh, supporting this impact for our spiritual development, because we having a two parts of our life has a two part. One part is the uh, we would like to develop the wealthiness. So then we are developing with wealthiness very rightly, and also the same time, so we should develop our spirituality. It should be got got together. It is a concupiousness things. So thus various confusions have arisen about this due to the fact that some of call it the good living. So the problem is that the right livelihood, that most of the people think it that right livelihood mean is our profession. So then the Buddhism said that avoiding some of the business. So the almost people thinking that in that way, that if we are doing right business, that is the right livelihood. That is according to our profession. But here, my aim is to discuss principle of right livelihood with their ethical and spiritual values. So then, today we are going to discuss right livelihood, how to live in rightly, and how the what are the ethical and spiritual values in order to practice right livelihood. So the definition, okay, uh, what is right livelihood? What is Samma Ajiva? The Pali it is calling Samma Ajiva for the right livelihood or right living. So in Magga Vibhanga Sutta of Sanyutta Nikaya states the definitions of the Samma Ajiva. So here saying that Katamocha Bhikkave Samma Ajivo Ida Bhikkave Arya Savako Micha Ajivan Pahaya Samma Ajivena Jivitan Kappe. I am Bucchati Bhikkave Samma Ajiva. So it is very clearly saying the Buddha saying, what is right livelihood? What is right living? There is the case where disciples of the noble ones having abundant dishonest livelihood. Micha ajivan pahaya. Pahaya means the abandoning, away from. What is it? Dishonest livelihood. So dishonest, you should be avoid or you should be abandon the dishonest living. And what is calling that micha ajiva or the wrong living, you should avoid. And not only avoiding, keep his lives going with the right livelihood, right living. That is calling right livelihood. So you have to do two things. What are the two things? First one is you should abandon, you should avoid the wrong livelihood, wrong living. And then the second one is you have to practice right living. That is called in the right livelihood. So you should practice these two things in the same way. So that is the Samma Ajiva, right livelihood or right living. So let us go to the what are the classifications of the right livelihood. So then we say that their livelihood is ajiva. Ajiva means is the living. So there are two aspects of living for the human beings. So one is that dishonest livelihood, micha ajiva. Dishonest livelihood means also very simply saying wrong living, wrongly live in this world. You are living wrongly your life. Your life takes in wrong way. So this the dishonest livelihood. And also the apart from the wrong livelihood or wrong living, you having right livelihood, samma ajiva. So the opposite. So opposite is a right livelihood, samma ajiva. You can practice right livelihood in order to achieve the ethical conduct and also the spiritual development. So let us uh, understand what is the mithya jiva, what is the wrong living, what is the dishonest living, and what is the right living. So here you should keep in mind that the living means in Pali ajiva. So ajiva, there is a two aspect of ajiva. So one is the wrong living, and other one is the right living, or the wrong livelihood and right livelihood. So let us talk about first. Let us talk about dishonest living, micha ajiva. So what does mean that micha ajiva? So the Buddha said in Mahachattarika Sutta of the Majjhima Nikaya, yeah, I also said, Patamocha bhikkave micha ajivo, puhana, lapana, nemitte kata, nippesi kata, labhena, labham, nigi, nijagi sanata, ayan bhikkave micha ajivo. So then, usually, for in the Buddhist society, in Buddhist studies, if you ask what is the micha ajiva or the dishonest living, what is it? Most of them answer that micha ajiva, dishonest living means in Buddhism is dishonest business. There are a few business we can talk later about. But however, according to the Mahachattarika Sutta, explain very deeply what is the Michaditi. So what is the Michaditi? What is the wrong livelihood? Wrong livelihood means is the deceit. Deceit is a wrong livelihood. Flattery, hunting, and belittling, and using material possessions to chase after other material possessions. This is broad livelihood. Now you can see that there are few experience of few of the things are known as the broad livelihood. One deceit, flattery, hunting, and voliting, and using material possessions. So then, these are the five things explaining what is the material living. So let us go to the see that this is not living. So in Pali, Puhana means that deceit or guilt. So is saying that adding extra good characteristic to oneself, which she does not actually possess them, and identify others with bad characteristics which do not exist in them. So I hope that you can understand it, what he's saying that it means that uh, you are make extra characteristic, extra behavior to show who am I. So show to show who am I. This is the meaning of that. Okay, and then you also wanted to keep uh, hiding your bad and then show the good. Like I'm doing bad things, and then but I know it, I'm doing bad things, but I wanted to show I am a good person to the world. So that is the meaning of the kuhana, deceit. And also lapana. Lapana mean is the insinuating talk. It is the flattery, something like that. So it's the lapana has a sense of praising someone or something for the sake of one's own benefits. So mean that like this. So there's our Suko, Dr. Suko. I'm praising Dr. Suko. You are so good, so nice, so very nice. These things you did like this thing you like this. But we are doing it to get some of the things like that. To get the some of the benefits in that way. So usually we know that when we are see in the very high professions person, so we always admire him and then we cheer him to get what? To get some of the benefits. It is calling that Micha Ajib is a dishonest living. And also the name etikata, hunting, signifying. So it is meaning that pretending or overacting to gain support or excuse. Then this is usual like you know that so then the baby, the children's who's wanted to go to school, for example, who's uh, has to go to school, but the children doesn't like to go to school. He, the children don't like to go to school. So then what happened? He is saying, today I can't go, I am sick. Today I can't go, I am sick. Can I stay in the home? In like that way, a simple one. So he's pretending himself not to go to the school, and then he's saying that I'm sick. That's the false thing. So this is also the Mithya Ajavisa dishonest living. We can see a lot of experience in our life regarding this one, which is the Nemitti Kata. Hint, hint. You give the hint to the others. Hinting. Give the hint uh, to pretend in something. And then the fourth one is the Nippesi Kata. It is a like a uh, uh, defamation. It's like spreading one's faults or bad characteristic and covering the good characteristics of others. It's look like that. So it means that's uh, you know that some of the person like for us uh, wanted to the show So like you know that some of them wanted to say false or bad things of the others. For what? To get some of the benefits. It's look like that. It's look like that. So it's mean that's the he's defiled someone. He's defiled someone. It's look like that way. So then, for your own benefits, he's defiled someone. He's saying bad thing of someone. He's doing bad thing for someone like things. So it is known as the dishonest living. So the last one is the labhena labham nijigi santa, seeking gain with gain. Seeking gain with gain, which means that the use of materials to acquire more materials gains due to being preoccupied by endless desire. So then here we can see a lot of person like monks or many of the person, they having a small thing and they wanted to make it big. They are keeping small things and then they are using these things to make it big, make it big. It's look like that. But what happened? They are desire too much for it. They are desire too much for it, and then they are never end. They are never endless. They are desire because why? They have small and then take other part again other part. You can see now someone who is going to the wedding. So then in the wedding there is a lot of foods. So they want her to eat all the things, but not enough. He eat in totally. He eat in continuously. It's look like that. So these are the dishonest living, micha ajiva. So one is the guilt, deceit, and also the insinuating talking and signifying, which means the hint, give the hint, and also the defamations, and also the seeking gain with gain. You are seek one thing and again another thing. You are seek one thing and again another thing. These are the dishonest living. So you have to abandon. If you have this living, you have to abandon it. You have to abandon. So let's go to the what are the right living, Samma Ajiva. So the Buddha in Mahachattarika Sutta of Majjhima Nikaya saying what is the Samma Ajiva, what is the right living. Patamoja Bhikkave Samma Ajiva. Samma Ajiva Mahan Bhikkave Doyan Vadhami Atti Bhikkave Samma Ajivo Sasavo Punya Bhagyo Upadi Viveka Upadi Vepakko Atti Bhikkave Samma Ajivo Aryo Anasavo Lokuttaro Magharigo. So he's saying that what is right livelihood, what was right living? Right living is a twofold. It's saying twofold. Jan Padhamiyati, twofold. So therefore, Sammajiva has twofold. I say there is the right livelihood that is accompanied by the defilements as the attributes of the good deeds and repentance attachment. So this is the first one. Who is doing the worldly person? So worldly person wanted to the practice a right living. So but they having the like a defilements, but it's okay. They accompanies defilements, but they are doing right living and they attribute the good deeds. They are practicing good deeds. And the repent attachment, they are try to repent attachment, they are try to overcome the attachments. So this is a kind of the right living. It's the worldly persons are doing this kind of right living. And the other one is the right living, that is the noble person doing. That the noble person, what he's doing, undefiled, transcended, a factory of the path. He's transcended there all the attachments, and then the practice of the path, practice the path, the nibbana. So then This is the meaning of the Samma Ajiva, the right living. So let us understand more and more about Samma Ajiva. So Samma Ajiva, as we say in that there are two components, there are two categories. One is that mundane right living, Samma Ajiva Sasavo. Sasava means you can see the Sravaka, that the Buddha Sravaka, Supasika, is Sasavo, the mundane person who is practicing a right livelihood. So it means that mundane right living. And also the Samaji Aryo. Aryo means the noble person who is practicing right livelihood, which means the noble right living. So let's understand what is the mundane right living, and the other is what is the noble right living. So the mundane right living, here I explain according to the Mahachattarik Sutta of the Majjhima Nikaya. So here, right livelihood that is accompanied by defilement has the attributes of good deeds and repentance attachments. So what does mean that is? It mean that when a noble disciples give up the own livelihood and earns the living by right livelihood. Also then is very important. So what does mean that right livelihood or right living of the mundane person? He is defilement, accompanied by discharge. He has a defilement, but he attributes, he practices good deeds, and also he repents the attachment. He tried to overcome the attachment. So what does mean that? With the mean that's the noble disciple, the disciples of the give up's own livelihood. What does mean that the before I explain what are the own livelihood? So he's give up those things and give up those things and earn in right living. So then what simply what he is repent and what he's give up, avoiding business in weapons, business in human beings, business in meat, business in intoxicant, and business in poison. Is one in the sutta is explained that what is the right living for the worldly person, for the mundane person. So the mundane person should avoid the business of weapons. Why? If you are selling weapon, which means you are uh, help somebody to uh, like a shoot or somebody kill. So then the first precept you are helping to do the first precept panatipata. So we have to avoid the weapons. It means that you are observing the first precept. So then, and also the human business in human base, which means that you are harm, you are like bothering for the one's peace, one's independence, one's freedom. So also the business in meat is that you are killing uh, the animals, so that animal has rights to live. So we, if you are uh, living in a rightly, you have to save them, you have to give the compassion for them, and also the intoxicants also make your life very troubling. Your life is troubling yourself, and your mentality and everything, the physically and mentally, everything is harming yourself harm. And then the business in positions also, if you are having a business of poisons, which means that you are poisons all the environment, not only by yourself, but every environment, mean is the animals and trees and everything. So these are the mundane right. So you should avoid these things in order to the practice the Samma Ajiva Sasavo, the mundane right living. So let us see that. What is the noble right living? Samma Ajivo Aryo. That is the Buddhism. The Buddha always encourage us to do the noble right living, not only the mundane right living, but pursued the noble right living. So the right livelihood that is noble, undefiled, transcendent of factors of the path. So the why is it? Because it is the desisting, abstentions, and the refrain from wrong livelihood in one of the noble mind and undefiled mind, who possess the noble path and develops the noble path. So then what happened? The noble person who is living rightly, who is living his uh, livelihood is right, so then he is avoiding all the wrong livelihood. He is avoiding all the livelihood. He absent all the experience of the wrong livelihood. And then he uh, what happened, his mind become a very undefiled mind. His become mind becomes very mindfulness mind, and then that mindfulness mind possess to the give us path to the noble path, give us path to the nibbana. So it is look like that. So then what happened, if you are practicing noble right living, so noble right living, so automatically you having a right view, samadhi. So then you having a this, you having the view of right, and also the right effort. You having the effort to what to do the right, and then you having the mindfulness. That is a right mindfulness for what, for living in rightly. So living in right mean is here to uh, like possessing to the noble path, or the practice in the noble path, or the understanding of the liberation, understanding of the nibbana. So I think my dear friends, you having some of the vision regarding this section, regarding these lectures of the Samma Ajiva, the right living or right livelihood. So now I'm going to conclude it. uh. So first, before I'm going to conclude this topic, so I say very simply, I'm saying that there are two kind of ajiva living. There are livelihood. There are two kind of livelihood. One is the micha uh, ajiva. It means the wrong livelihood, and also the samma ajiva, the right livelihood. So the micha ajiva we can understand in five ways, which I already explained. The wrong livelihood. There are five categories of wrong livelihood, and apart from that wrong livelihood, there is the samma ajiva right livelihood. That samma ajiva right livelihood, there are two experience, two aspects. The one is that who is the mundane livelihood, mundane right living, and also the noble right living. So then you can have in some of the vision, and also you can understand the differences between these categories of the Ajiva, the living. So then, my conclusion today, I'm going to conclude this as this Samajiv, or right livelihood, is a crucial element of the Noble Eightfold Path, playing an integral role in the life of the Buddhist practitioner. It underscores the idea that our daily activities, including our occupation, are not separate from our spiritual journey. The pursuit of right livelihood encourages individuals to be mindful of their action. So then, right livelihood encourage to you forward to mindfulness of our action. So then, our action we have to do in mindfully. We have to do every actions with mindfully, and then ensuring that their work does not harm themselves or others. So then you can understand you whatever your work is not harm for yourself and also the other self. So you have to very harmonize with your mind into this uh, category, to this experience. So by following the principle of right living right livelihood, individuals can move closer to the ultimate goal of Buddhism. So if you are practicing right living as yourself, of course, you can close to the ultimate goals of Buddhism, which is Nirvana, and then liberation from suffering and the attainment of enlightenment. You can liberate your mind, you can liberate yourself from what? From the suffering and attain the enlightenment. So it is a reminder that ethical and responsible living extends beyond the meditation cushion, encompassing every aspect of life, including how one's earn a living. So then, here is that I would like to remind for everyone the right living mean is that it is ethical, responsible for everyone, ethical, responsible for your own self and for the others. So it is responsible for you living in ethical ways and also the living with mindfully. So thank you very much for the time for me, your time. And then I hope that you have some of the vision regarding this topic. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Bhante, Silananda. It's very good topics. I very interesting to have this today. Last week we have from Bhante Silananda about right actions. We have a lot of things to mention about right actions. Now today we learning about right living or right livelihood. Livelihood, you know, that's two ways you can live. If you have to live with the right actions, you have to live with the right living or right livelihood. You know, livelihood. That means that's good for your life. If you do, for example, you're talking about a business, it's called a right livelihood. That means they have to do the right thing for the business. But for the right living, so they have to live for the right way. In order to get a good life, you have to have the right living and right livelihood. So many people, they don't do right. They don't have a good life, I be sure with you. Not easy to do the right living. Even though I tell you, all the monks, we have to practice and learning every day from our life. For example, even some people, they tell lie. That means it's not the right life, right living also, right? Like Bante. For
Yes.
example, they liar. They don't know how to say for real. They keep talking about wrong views and not the right way. They always cheating. They always make up the stories. It happened to my life. I'm telling you, I see so many people out there. So I hope the people, whoever watching our channel today with Bidling International Buddhist Institute, you should correct yourself. You can come back and return to study the right actions, the right living, and the right livelihood. For example, if you do the business, for one of my students right now, she do some scent. She create a business for the scent. If she do some poisoning in there with the chemicals in there, she can kill a lot of people. Because when they buy from her, they purchase from her, then they can bring home or go to, if I purchase from her to bring my temples. And if I burn that in my temples and other places, so many people get the poison, then they will die or they get cancer. Days by day, they will die sooner or later, very soon. That's the one of the right livelihood. So, for example, if we do for my business, if we do manufacturers for the nutrition, if I don't do the right way, I always cheating, I put the not good in there. For the people, they taking the nutrition, the pills every day. And what's going to happen in their life? But many people, they doing that. They want to earn more money. They want to put some other chemicals in there. They try to cheat the people because they don't know what in there. That's what when I living in my business, I have to make sure my manufacturers and my doctors, they have to do right. I don't care how much I spend for them and how much I'm going to make, but I make sure they do the right way. When I'm selling, when I'm launching, I'm selling for my customer, for my people out there. That's very good from we learning from the Buddhism, from the Buddha, how we live the right livelihood. For example, for the living, right living, I'm telling you, the nuns in my temples, she's a nun life, but she's still liars. Every time I catch her, when I tell her she cheating, she say no, this one and that. But I told her, when I correct her, that means I want to give her a chance to correct it. But she keep liar. Until I show her, I prove her my camera, I catch her in my camera, and I videos her, or I prove it her. You know, for the people, they liar, they keep the liar there the rest of their life. But look at those people. I don't think they have a good life. I don't think life. Because they don't live with the right action. How can they live with the right living? And how can they live with the right livelihood? So their life is not going to be good. I think they have a trouble in their life. They're not going to success in their life. I tell you, with my experience in my life, I lived long enough to see many people liar. When they lie like that, they never success. They always suffer. They always worry because they are liars. Sooner or later, the people around, they know, they found out. I don't think they have a good life. But they don't know how to start beginning. How do they do the right living? How do they start over right livelihood? Many people, they're cheating out there because they like to earning for their life. But you know what? My life, I hate the people cheating. When I see some people lie to me or cheating to me, I try to correct them first. One time, two times, and the third time, destroy in my life. I don't want to see them again. You know, I have my employees. When I working, I believe in them. I trust them. But later, my sister come in to take over my business. She cast 3 people stealing my products, stealing my money. See, that's what I always tell my families. You have to live with the right living. You have to live with the right livelihood. You have to live with the right actions in order to get the good life, to have the happiness. If you're cheating me, sooner or later, I find out, I kick you out of my life, then what are you going to do? I tell you, this is the best topics for us to learning our life, to sharing for other people, not only devotees, not only lay people, for all of us, brother and sister, because it's happened to me. My period, I don't like the people liar. And I always tell you the truth, because my experience in my temples, the people come to my temple, they still cheating. They go to the temple, they still cheating. They go to the temple, they get something without asking. But I teach them, no, it belongs to the temple. Belong to me or others. But in the temple, you cannot take it without permissions. If you take it without permissions, you own me. You own for a long time, for the rest of your life. And maybe next life you own me. Whatever you take is not good. Some people, it's very cheap things. It's not expensive, but they just want to take. That's the habits from the people, from human beings. So we better stop doing that. If we all stop doing that, we living with the Buddhism, we living with from the Buddha teaching us, so maybe the world happiness. But many people out there are still cheating, still not living with the right action, still living with not the right living, still not living with the right livelihood. Every day I see. But sometimes I remind them. But sometimes I'm sick and tired to tell them too. But I don't want to see that in my eyes. I catch a lot of people. If the people, they don't know, for me, I forgive them. But for the people, if you go to store, you want something, you pick up, you get it, you go to jail. You got a fire. That's like, I like American way. I like the rule of the American violations. Let them stop to doing that. So let them stay living for the right action, right living, and right livelihood. Some people are cheating out there. Many, many people. So I love these topics very much today, Bhante, Silananda. I appreciate that. For myself, I reminded, and I want every one of us to living the right way. With all my brother and sister out there and all my devotees out there. I want them. I like you to learning. I will review this in my temples also to let my people listening. Before I ask my friends, everybody out there to share experience from your life, you see, I know every one of us, at least one person you cast, they liar to you in your life. I don't think you say never have anyone liar to you or cheating to you. No, I don't think so. If you are very lucky, I don't think so. Even though I tell you before, I want to tell you again, the lady, she had not only living how you will living good. She married, she have husband, she have children. She's still cheating her husband. She dating with another person. She contact with another person. How she live? I don't think she happy. And I try to tell her, you're not supposed to do that. If you're not loving your husband, you tell her, don't do like that with others. Don't have an affair with somebody because you're living with your husband. That's my students. I tell you directly. This is not the right way to live like that. So, but I just correct her. I just advise her. But whatever she didn't do, undo. That's her choice. I cannot make her do it. You know, but the people, they used to do that, they do that the rest of their life. They never stop. When they cheating the rest of their life. They cannot stop. They don't know how to return. That's what I want them to listen in this lesson and reviews, and they can correct themselves. You know, if they live and practice right way, the right life, and I think it's very easy for them to success in their life and very easy to go to Nibbana. I think so. It's not difficult. You know, I tell you, I have many stories to tell you. Even the nuns, they come to my temple without me. Sometimes I'm not at the temple. They come to my temple with me, without me there. They contact with my people there, my lay people, my student working at the temple. They ask for the number. They ask for the contact number. And then maybe she call my students to go their temple later, forever. You see? I tell you, I cast them too. I have many things to tell you in my life, but I don't like that. I'm not happy to see that. I wish to see everybody do the right way every day. I wish many, many years, but I still catching. In front of you, they say good. Oh, like you told me, but Bhante, you say, oh, they say, Bhikkhuni, Dr. Bhikkhuni, you are a very good person. I like you and you help me this and that. And then later on, they go behind my back. They talk back about, oh, that's a bad person. That's a bad nun. Yeah. But I do for my flavor, my favor. I like to help people. It doesn't matter. You don't like me, you talk bad about me, you pull me down on the ground. I don't care. I know myself. Nobody know. I know myself. I know I do the right way. I do all my heart. But I don't like that kind of people. They have two faces. Some people, they talk to you, they talk, oh, that good person, that's a good one, good. And then later on, they go another one, they say not good. I stay away that friends too. Because if they told me someone else, they will tell me, maybe I'm no good later. Somebody talk to me, that person, that this person, I say, look at yourself. Are you better than that person? Why you gossip or criticize another one? You stop doing that. You look yourself first. To criticize other people or talk to someone else. Learn yourself, do perfect yourself. I'm very directly person. I'm straight person. Maybe all my monks know. Whatever I see you wrong, I correct right away. I correct 1 time, 2 time, 3 time out of my business. None of my worry. So that's what I tell you. This is the best topics. This is the noble apopath, one of the parks there. So this the good things for us to learning for everyone. So I'm for sure wants every one of you here to have one's experience too. I don't know, maybe I'm difficult or I'm different in my families. I always point out my sister, brothers. You wrong, you have to correct in the front of my face. Don't do wrong in front of me or behind my back. And don't apologize. If you did wrong, I don't take apologize. You out. Yeah, me. I tell my brother and sister, even my older brothers, younger brothers, older sister, younger sister, whoever lied to me, say something wrong to me once, I try to correct, but they not accept, they not wrong, they out. I don't let them live in like that. I stay away from them, let them learn the lesson, and they can change. They can regret, and chance. Otherwise, you give them apologize and they do again. I give a chance to the monks. Do you know that? How many times I give the chance? But he not going to change. Same way. I don't care because they are not belong to my relatives. So just reminding that my family, I'm very strict. Don't tell wrong to me. Even my brothers-in-law, sister-in-law, they have to be correct person to me. So I think every one of us here, at least you have one, you know, in your life. Can you share with us? Can you share anyone's? Any examples? I'm for sure everyone at least have one person. So that's why. Okay, before I ask Most Venerable Master Thích Giác Pháp to share some of the experience, I would like to share with the Vietnamese, with my students out there, to remind them not to live with the wrong living, wrong livelihood, and wrong actions. Nam mô Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Kính thưa toàn thể quý vị, trước hết là con kính bạch hòa thượng, hôm nay cái bài giảng về cái vấn đề mà sống làm sao mà mình gọi là chân thật, làm ăn chân chính. Trước đây trong một tuần vừa rồi đó thì mình học cái bài gọi là right actions. Mình sống làm sao, những cái hành động, những cái cử chỉ, một cái đời sống tốt mà mình không có bị khổ sở trong cuộc đời của mình, và mình không có làm ảnh hưởng hại đến người khác. Trong cái bài học của Đức Phật để lại trong cái bát chánh đạo á, nó nhấn mạnh về cái quan trọng về cái đạo đức của con người. Một người mà sống không có đạo đức căn bản nền tảng, nó thường hay sống bằng cái sự gian dối lọc lừa, kể cả làm ăn cũng không có chân chính nữa. Khi mình làm một cái sản phẩm, manage một cái product mà mình không có sống bằng cái chân chính của mình, chân thật của mình pha chế bằng những cái hóa chất trong đó, mình có thể kill people, mình có thể giết a thousand people out there. Nếu mà quý vị sống không có chân thật mà quý vị ham tiền, quý vị gây dựng nên một cái thương mại. Chẳng hạn bây giờ một người học trò đang làm business, mình làm một cái business là cái gọi là cái tinh dầu và cái gọi là cái chất mà hủi con quên tự nhiên, cái trầm hương đó, nếu mà mình mua về mà mình ngửi nó mỗi một ngày mà trong có poisoning hay là có chemical too much trong đó thì nó sẽ getting cancer. It causes you cancer and you will die. So that the business is not that good either. Nếu mà mình làm một cái trầm hương mà mình bỏ vào trong đó hóa chất, mình có thể hại bao nhiêu người bị cancer. Rồi mình làm những cái thuốc nutrition, mình bỏ nhiều cái thuốc hóa chất trong đó cho người ta uống vào, mình earning a lot of money, rồi mình hại người ta uống vào, người ta sẽ chết, ảnh hưởng rất nhiều. Vì vậy mà sư cô sống trong đời sống, sư cô không bao giờ, sư cô rất là beware of that. You don't need money to kill the people. You don't need to earn money that much to put the poison in there. Too much chemicals in there. That's no, cannot do that. And I don't like the people cheating. Con cũng vậy, nói thật, cái tánh của sư phụ là tụi con biết là không bao giờ sư phụ chấp nhận, dù cha con, anh của sư phụ cũng không làm sai, cho đối với sư phụ sống phải đưa tốt, đúng với một người luôn. Tụi con biết rồi, sư phụ, một là một, hai là hai. Hôm nay tụi con học được cái bài này rất là giá trị trong cuộc đời, để nhắc nhở lại tụi con sống làm sao cho sống tốt. Without morality, you can do anything. You can destroy your own life first. You suffer first. Without your morality, you cannot practicing the Buddha the correct way. And you don't practice, you don't do the right actions, you don't do the right living, you don't do the right livelihood, your life destroy. You destroy your life first, and then you destroy other people. You know what? When I become a nun, I expecting all the monks and all the nuns had to be good person. That's what I believe in. And I become to the nuns, I become a nuns, I become to the temples. I expecting all my devotees, all my lay people good. But not. I feel very disappointed. Yeah. So I would love to see all my friends that good personality. Honestly. Be straightforward and honest in order to make yourself happy. When I see you, I'm happy for you. I don't like the people cheating. They cheating me. I tell them, cheating me, stealing my products, don't let me know. If you let me know, I'm very sad. But my sister catch them stealing my money, stealing my products. You know, I believe in everybody. I trust everyone. But don't let me know you are cheating. But I don't like that. So today, the topics and the lesson from Bhante Silananda, I very appreciate it. This is the chance for me to talk, to speak out, to let the people know. I know I have a lot of experiences. Some friends, they come, oh, Bhikkhunis, I like you. Oh, I admire you, this and that. But you know, I heard some monks told me, you know, she say, you know, even they make up story. You know, I completed my PhD in Sri Lanka with more than 4 years. I study, I research in myself. I do very hard for myself. I don't have anyone contact in Sri Lanka. I have no friends. After I completely, and my directors and my supervisor very honored and talk to me, they very happy. But you know, some students over there, they make up story. They say, I go there, buy the PhD over there. They imagination. And I think, oh, maybe they do it. And they know that more than me. I don't know. I don't know how to buy the PhD. And if they say that to me, I say, maybe they do it. Let them do. See, the imagination, because maybe their life, maybe they do something wrong with their life, and now they continue to do that the same way. And they match imagination, and they got the talking, jealousy, and gossip, and cheating. That kind of people. And for me, I want to teach them the lessons. You know what I do? I come directly to that person. I contact them. I tell them, prove it for me. Where? How? Prove it. No, 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 no. I don't say anything. I don't say this and that. You know me. I'm very direct person. I say you do better yourself. You have to do better your life. You have to live the right living. You have to live with the right actions. You have to live with everything the right way with moralities. Yeah. I always correct the people. I let them know. I directly. That's what anybody, even my master. If he wrong to me, I come to tell him. What you do wrong, master? You do wrong, you don't teach me. You don't wrong, you do wrong. I don't like to learn from you. Yes, I tell you, I don't afraid anyone. I don't afraid master. I don't scare master. Okay, master is my teacher. You call master, that means masterpiece. Master, I respect. I expect him to do right. Yeah, this is good lesson. Even though even my master watching, let him watching. He know he have to do right. So every young generations, young children have to be learning the right actions, have to practice for your life to live with the right living, and you have to practice and live with the right livelihood. So you make the world happiness. You make the world to be success. Everyone out there happy. First, make yourself happy and success, and you make the world happy and success too. Thank you for listening. I've talked a lot today. So with my experience, I want to share. So because this is the chance for me to share, Bhante, Silananda, I appreciate that you bring it up this topic. So now I would like to ask most venerable teacher Fat. Maybe he has something to share with us with this right living, right livelihood. Thank you. I would like to respect you, Master. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Welcome everybody. Welcome Mahasangha. Today we have a topic to discuss is the right livelihood. And we know we have learned